The journey begins with a restless anticipation, a digital map filled with pins that promise paradise, but often mask the intricate, ancient soul of the island. Preparing for your Bali vacation can resemble exploring a gorgeous, changing maze in which each monument conceals a mystery. To truly understand Bali, one must realize it is an archipelago within an archipelago, stretching from the rugged limestone cliffs of Nusa Penida to the volcanic peaks of the north. Disembarking the aircraft, your senses are instantly overwhelmed as dense equatorial moisture delivers scents of sweet blossoms blended with burning sandalwood. This is the only Hindu-majority province in Indonesia, a spiritual enclave where the philosophy of Trihita Karana is visible in every corner. Visitors notice kanang sari, tiny woven palm containers packed with colorful blossoms and smoldering incense, placed outside houses as an offering of thanks.
This is the only...
The rhythmic pulse of the island beats in time with the rising sun over the emerald fields. Nestled inside the lush forests of Padang Tegel, more than 700 monkeys act as energetic, playful protectors of a holy 12-hectare woodland reserve. Moss-covered pathways lead past ancient trees to hidden temples, where the wild world and the sacred coexist in a delicate balance. Within the lively center of Ubud, the famous Lotus Temple stands proudly on of Saraswati, the deity of learning and creativity. Expansive lotus ponds create a symmetry against red brick carvings as dancers narrate epic legends under the starlit sky. Moving northward, pure mountain water sources at Tirta Empul have supported spiritual cleansing ceremonies since the year 962. Devotees stand waist-deep in stone pools, bowing their heads under sculpted water spouts to cleanse the soul and spirit. This chilly highland stream serves as a sacred connection, linking the island's ancient heritage with its lively, modern reality. It is a landscape of profound symmetry, where the human spirit meets the ancient earth. Entering Penglipuran evokes the feeling of visiting a historic refuge, where the original 16th century design has been perfectly preserved. Stone-paved pathways and uniform bamboo roofs symbolize a community in perfect equilibrium with their environment. Past the settlement, the Handara Gate serves as an impressive portal, showcasing the foggy mountain peaks through detailed rock sculptures. The morning fog transforms this architectural landmark into a symbolic portal, inviting us into the spiritual mysteries. The wild force of nature is displayed at Taganungan Waterfall, where the Petanu River drops over cliffs into a lush jungle canyon. The thunderous roar of the falls provides a cool respite from the heat, invigorating the spirit with its spray. To conclude, a nighttime hike up Mount Batur rewards travelers with a purple dawn overlooking the Kintamani crater. Reaching the summit at dawn, you feel the visceral heat of the earth radiating through steam vents. High above the clouds, one feels an enduring and deep bond with this sacred peak. Traversing the eastern landscape, we reach Tirta Gangda, a royal aquatic sanctuary, where golden koi weave between the shadows of ornate statuary. As pure highland streams fill these reservoirs, representing the deep-seated Balinese respect for water as the origin of existence. At Taman Ujung, the fusion of craftsmanship and European elegance creates a coastal estate of mirrored lagoons and white-arched bridges. These structures provide sweeping views of the Lombok Strait, where volcanic peaks meet the bright blue sea. The history of the island is etched into the bones of the land at Gunung Kawi, a monumental complex of 11th century shrines. Walking down 300 stairs reveals massive 7-meter monuments cut directly into the steep, green-coated cliffs. Rice terraces cascade down to the riverbank, contrasting the raw power of the tombs with the delicate beauty of the fields. Tucked away in the mountains, the peaceful retreat of Pura Gunung Sereng concludes the adventure. This reflection on the relationship between man and soil serves as our final realization. Far inside the depths of Padang Tegel, the atmosphere thickens with the scent of moist soil and the gaze of unseen residents. Here, over 700 long-tailed macaques rule as the spirited, often mischievous guardians of a sprawling 12-hectare jungle empire. Wandering along the dark, overgrown paths, you sense the presence of 3 secret shrines: Pura Dalam Agung, the sacred pool, and Pura Prajapati, places where nature and spirituality merge. These primates aren't just animals, they are the living embodiment of Trihita Karana, a philosophy where nature and the sacred exist in a delicate, centuries-old balance. Stepping out of the dark woods, we enter the lively atmosphere of downtown Ubud at the beautiful Pura Taman Saraswati Temple. The sight is breathtaking. Thousands of pink blossoms float in perfect symmetry, acting as a floral guard of honor for the goddess of wisdom and arts. Old, worn brick engravings depict historical melodies, yet the true enchantment begins at sunset when the central yard hosts traditional Balinese theatrical shows. Under a starlit sky, the dancers' eyes mirror the intensity of a culture that refuses to let its stories fade into the past. Continuing northward, we arrive at the famous Tirta Empul, where pure highland springs have supported cleansing rites since 962 AD. Hordes, you watch as, and travelers alike, stand waist-deep in stone pools, their heads bowed beneath 30 sculpted water spouts to cleanse the spirit. This Melakat cleansing is far more than routine. It acts as a deep spiritual link, binding centuries of heritage to our modern lives. Stepping into Penglipuran village feels like entering a sanctuary of ancestral order, where the 16th century layout remains untouched by the chaos of time. The paved pathways are incredibly spotless and appear almost dreamlike, bordered by identical bamboo rooftops reflecting a highly balanced society. Every gate leads to a traditional compound where ancient customs still govern daily chores and communal rituals, offering a rare window into a preserved world. Come. Immediately past the residences, a massive 45-hectare bamboo grove acts as a natural sanctuary, safeguarding local water sources through eco-friendly balance. Continuing the ascent, the iconic Handara Gate looms through the mist, a massive Tandi Bentar split gateway that marks the threshold of the north. These detailed rock designs symbolize the contrasting forces of the Balinese universe, highlighting a striking view of the green mountain peaks. As the morning fog rolls through the entrance, the gate feels less like architecture and more like a symbolic portal to the spiritual mysteries beyond. The atmosphere changes completely at Teganungan Waterfall, where the Petanu River tumbles into a dense forest pool with immense force. The thunderous roar of the falls vibrates through the ravine, providing a cool, invigorating respite that recharges the weary traveler's soul. However, the true trial of resolve starts past midnight with a dark hike scaling the dusty, vertical sides of Mount Batur. Reaching the summit at dawn, you feel the visceral heat of the earth radiating through volcanic steam vents as the horizon turns to lavender. Perched far above the mist, the physical exhaustion fades away, substituted by a deep, enduring bond with this sacred peak. Forget the noisy streets and the digital buzz. The path to Bali's soul leads to a sanctuary where time itself seems to have frozen in the 16th century. Arriving at Penglipuram village resembles stepping into a functioning exhibition of heritage design, a destination where each pathway and rooftop is maintained in an immaculate order that feels nearly sacred. The linear pathways are immaculately stone-paved, flanked by uniform bamboo-shingled gates that mirror one another in a hypnotic display of communal symmetry. In this community, the Trihita Karana principle is more than just written theory. It is visible in daily routines, from how locals clean their doorsteps to how they welcome the early dawn. As you walk through these traditional compounds, the welcoming smiles of the locals offer a rare, intimate look into a lifestyle governed by ancient customs and a shared obsession with preservation. Yet the real charm resides outside the village borders, within a massive 45-hectare bamboo grove rising like a natural temple. This isn't just a forest. It is the village's lungs and its lifeblood, protecting the water supply and serving as a silent, towering reminder of the island's deep-rooted ecological wisdom. Amidst the soft whispering of the storks, one understands that genuine peace comes not from modernization, but from honoring the natural heritage passed down through generations. Journey northward is a transition through worlds, and no monument marks this threshold with more cinematic drama than the Handara Gate. Encountering this huge Candi Bentar is deeply moving. The classic divided portal rises above the pathway like a divine guardian, parting the busy present from the foggy mountain peaks of Bedugul. Every inch of the stone is covered in intricate carvings that tell the story of the Balinese cosmos, representing the eternal dance between light and dark, mountain and sea. This portal is positioned before a backdrop of lush green peaks and ancient vegetation that appears to stem from another age. As the morning fog rolls through the entrance, the architecture seems to dissolve, transforming from a physical structure into a symbolic portal. Visitors pause at this spot, not simply to take pictures, but to experience the changing atmosphere before exploring the sacred wonders hidden high in the mountains. It is a moment of pause, a dramatic frame that captures the essence of Bali's rugged, mountainous heart. As the equatorial heat grows increasingly exhausting, the temptation to escape into the cool rainforest canyon becomes completely irresistible. overcome. To reach Teganangan waterfall, you must descend a winding stone staircase that drops deep into the heart of a lush ravine, where the humidity is thick with the scent of wild moss. Abruptly, the quiet of the wilderness is disrupted by the booming noise of the Petanu River as it crashes down a steep cliff with immense cascading strength. The sheer energy of the water creates a sensory explosion. The ground beneath your feet vibrates, and a cool, mist-filled spray washes over your skin, providing an instant, electric respite from the lowland heat. As exploring the canyon floor demands attention, transitioning from elevated lookout platforms overlooking the churning water down to the lower basins drenched in heavy mist. Here, the natural spectacle is mirrored by the rhythm of local life, with cliffside cafes perched precariously above the falls, blending the sounds of clinking glasses with the eternal song of the water. At this spot, the wild, unchecked force of the elements collides with human recreation, making visitors feel both deeply refreshed and wonderfully humble. But the ultimate pilgrimage, the one that tests the very limits of your spirit, begins in the absolute dead of night. By 4 a.m, while the remainder of the island still sleeps, you trek along the dusty trails of Mount Batur, aided solely by a narrow torchlight beam and the steady sound of volcanic stones grinding underfoot. The ascent is a battle against the darkness and the thin mountain air, a physical struggle that strips away everything but the drive to reach the top. Reaching the peak of this 1,700-meter mountain, you are rewarded with a purple sky blending into gold, showcasing the vast Kintamani crater and the calm, glassy waters of Lake Batur. Here is alive. You can feel the visceral heat radiating through steam vents near the crater rim, a stark reminder that you are standing on the belly of a sleeping giant. Perched far above the mist, the physical exhaustion fades away, replaced by a strong feeling of achievement and a deep bond with the sacred peak. Looking across the horizon at the distant silhouette of Mount Agung, you realize that Bali's beauty isn't just in its scenery, but in the eternal cycle of creation and destruction that forged this land. At this exact juncture, visitors connect deeply with the local heritage, looking out from the mountain summit and feeling renewed by the first rays of morning sunshine. Leaving the volcanic dust behind, we drift into the regal stillness of the east at Tirta Empul. Rather than a simple park, this water-centric estate from 1948 resembles an elegant, aristocratic gathering preserved in time. You navigate iconic stone lily pads floating atop shimmering pools, a delicate game of balance as gold-scaled koi swarm the surface like living jewels. Giant carp swim among the shadows of decorative sculptures and multi-level water features, their bright scales glittering with red and yellow hues, in the sunshine. The name itself, meaning holy water of the Ganges, carries a spiritual weight that resonates the moment your skin touches the humid air near the mountain springs. This water is vital to the region, providing a haven where traditional cleansing ceremonies coexist with contemporary leisure. It is a liquid labyrinth where the echo of the Karangasem Regency still whispers through the splash of every fountain. Heading closer to the shore, the island's building style displays refined elegance at the seaside gardens of Taman Sukasada Ujung. Here, the island's 1909 craftsmanship meets the elegant, whitewashed silhouettes of Dutch and Chinese architecture in a stunning cultural marriage. Visitors traverse wide, pale-colored arched overpasses above reflective pools, linking water villas to a backdrop of undulating green slopes. As you walk these stone pathways, the Lombok Strait stretches out before you, a vast turquoise expanse that creates a cinematic backdrop against the volcanic peaks. Come, each column and neatly trimmed shrub stands as a tribute to imperial dreams and the yearning to shape natural beauty with human sophistication. You can almost hear the soft murmur of imperial diplomats from a century ago, drifting over the cool, salt-tinged sea breeze. Here is the Water Palace in all its glory, presenting an elegant glimpse into Bali's overlooked royal history and lasting charm. But Bali always demands a physical sacrifice before revealing its secrets, and at Gunung Kawi, that price is a 300-step descent into the valley. Descending the sharp stone steps, the contemporary world fades away into a moist, ancient silence that resonates with old spiritual power. Suddenly, the jungle canopy parts to reveal the Valley of Kings, where 10 monumental shrines stand as silent sentinels carved directly into the sheer rock faces with surgical precision. These 7-meter-high monuments, called Kandi, were carved during the 11th century to pay tribute to the soul of King Anak Wangsu. Standing in their massive shadow, you feel the raw power of the stone and the weight of a millennium pressing against your spirit. Moss-laden stone cliffs stand in opposition to the gentle, bright green rice fields that slope down toward the nearby riverbank. It is a landscape of bone and soil, where history is etched into the very foundation of the island. Discovering the true essence of the mountains requires leaving the crowded tourist routes behind to find the quiet retreat of Pura Gunung Sering. Tucked away in the emerald folds of the countryside, this intimate enclave feels like a sacred secret kept by the mountain deities themselves. Characterized by aged red brick entryways and the eerie murmur of breezes drifting through the treetops, this site offers deep sacred solitude. There are no cameras here, only the authentic, unscripted rhythm of local devotion, where the smoke of incense rises toward the ancient trees. You observe an intimate tie to ancestral beliefs that holds immense power, even without any spectators to witness it. It is here that you finally grasp Bali's ultimate duality. For every world-famous landmark, there is a silent corner offering a lesson in peace. The trip concludes as you realize the island's true spirit resides within quiet intervals, offering a reward for those who seek to explore. Lights of the coast fade into the rearview mirror as the air turns crisp and the chaos of the modern world is replaced by the rustle of wind through ancient palms. Welcome to Sideman Valley, where tourist advertisements lose their exaggeration and the genuine, authentic Bali truly comes to life. Here, the rice paddies don't just sit, they cascade toward the sea in emerald waves, carved into the hills by a rhythmic agricultural pace that hasn't changed in centuries. Within secluded studios, regional weavers use their experienced hands with incredible accuracy, crafting songket and endek textiles where every thread relates a traditional tale. Walking the narrow ridges of the valley, you are never truly alone. The massive, watchful silhouette of Mount Agung looms in the distance like a silent, brooding god. This environment of deep, sacred quiet compels you to reflect on your own tiny place within a massive, endless sea of green. But looking at the mountain is one thing. Standing on its ash-covered throat is quite another challenge entirely. Mount Agung stands as the recognized Mother Mountain, a massive active volcano rising 3,000 meters, seen by locals as a piece of celestial Mount Meru. Come, the ascent is not a hike, it is a grueling, bone-breaking pilgrimage that begins in the suffocating darkness of night through dense tropical forests. Climbing the sheer inclines, each gasp feels like a struggle against gravity, pushing your stamina and focus to their absolute boundaries. Reaching the summit at dawn is a transcendental shock to the sensory system, where you stand high above the clouds and look out over the entire island toward the peaks of Lombok. You soon understand this peak is more than a map coordinate. It represents Kaja, the sacred orientation guiding every local home, shrine, and person toward heaven. The journey continues higher still, ascending the slopes of Mount Lempuyan to reach a site of profound spiritual purification. This is among the region's ancient, highly respected directional shrines, a holy site requiring a climb up 7 tiers of mossy steps into the mist. The gates of heaven, the iconic Candi Benta, stand as a towering threshold that perfectly frames the smoking cone of Mount Agung in the golden morning light. This landmark transcends mere social media pictures. It acts as a spiritual threshold dividing our ordinary human existence from the boundless domain of the deities. Standing between those stone pillars, you feel the crushing duality of existence. The heavy, cold stone beneath your feet, and the thin, ethereal air of the divine above. The greatest symbol of local endurance is Pura Besakih, the Mother Temple, a massive network of 23 individual shrines positioned high on the volcanic slopes. Exploring the primary sanctuary, Pura Penataran Agung, you see tiered Meru towers reaching for the sky, representing the social and spiritual layers of the Balinese cosmos. This location's rich history is visible in old stone bases, indicating people have worshipped at this elevated site for over 2,000 years. But the true soul of Besakih was forged in the fire of 1963. During Mount Agung's violent volcanic eruption, onlookers watched in fear, but the burning lava halted mere yards from the holy walls, seemingly blocked by a spiritual force. This miracle cemented the temple's status as a sanctuary protected by the gods themselves against the raw power of nature. Returning at last to contemporary society, you discover that Bali's true charm lies not in views, but in the enduring spirit of its people living beneath active volcanoes. But as the digital age encroaches, a haunting question remains. Can the delicate balance of Trihita Karana survive another 1,000 years, or will the gods finally look away? Your travels move from high peaks down to the coastal breeze of Padang Bai, a harbor town concealing a beautiful blue marine world beneath its rough exterior. Beyond the bustling ferry port lies the Blue Lagoon, where the turquoise water is so translucent it feels like liquid glass. Dive straight to a quiet aquatic dance, surrounded by bright damselfish and colorful parrotfish swimming among complex reef structures. This isn't the manicured luxury of the South. It's a rugged frontier of volcanic stone coves that demands raw exploration. When evening approaches, the rich scent of barbecued fish and spicy local condiments wafts from a small cafe along the shoreline. Every bite is a sensory anchor, grounding you in the deep maritime heritage of this resilient coastal village. Leaving the warm coastline behind, the view opens up to reveal the massive 600-hectare green landscape of Jatiluwih. These terraces don't just exist, they dominate the landscape, dwarfing the intimacy of smaller valleys with their sheer magnitude. Visitors stand inside a UNESCO-designated site, managed with the precise design of the Subak system and historical stones waterways. Tracking the pulse of this water, you realize the horizon isn't merely nature. It's woven from centuries of collective labor. Water pulsing through bamboo channels serves as the essential life force of this vast, active farming ecosystem. Here, the rolling hills create a visual order that perfectly balances the island's raw, untamed wildness with human persistence. While walking along the slender paths, the sheer size of these fields prompts quiet thoughts about our connection to nature. Looking into the infinite green, the final question remains: can this ancient harmony survive the relentless march of the modern world? When sunset arrives, the agricultural steppes of Jatiluwih experience a stunning and dramatic shift in appearance. The emerald steppes don't just fade, they ignite into shimmering sheets of liquid gold, reflecting a sky that bleeds into deep violet. Up in these elevated valleys, busy tourist crowds fade, giving way to the quiet, ancient connection between farmer and earth. Every rice stalk is a testament to the spiritual resilience of a community that refuses to let go of its ancestral heritage. This goes beyond simple farming, representing a historic engineering feat where daily work and spiritual devotion merge completely. Moving through the mist, the floating mirage of Pura Ulun Danu Bratan appears to drift weightlessly upon the glassy surface of the lake. Chilly upland breezes smell of evergreen trees and damp rock, immersing you in the deep quiet of the Bedagal region. This 17th century pagoda stands as a stone sentinel, guarding the volcanic caldera that serves as the island's spiritual lung. Built to honor water deity Dewi Danu, the dark volcanic shrines of the temple rise through the mist like ancient lances. Gliding across the sacred water in a traditional outrigger boat, the heavy silence is broken only by the soft ripple of the hull. Bright tropical blooms stand out sharply against the aged rock, offering a clear reminder of this land's volcanic roots. Looking back from the peaks to the coral depths of Padang Bai, the ultimate realization of the journey finally takes hold. The island's existence relies on a delicate sacred balance called Trihita Karana, uniting humanity, environment, and divine spirits. But the modern world is a relentless force, encroaching with digital noise and the blinding neon of progress. Upon leaving this place, a compelling and thoughtful inquiry remains suspended in the warm, sweet-smelling air. Can the island of the gods shield its sacred silence from the overwhelming pressures of a globalized world? Or will the historic, steady beat of local customs ultimately be overwhelmed by the loud progression of modern times? Forget the white sands of the south. The true soul of Bali is a vertical, roaring wilderness hidden deep within the northern mist. Far in the ancient forest, a difficult trek downward leads to Sekumpul, a spectacular sight where 7 unique falls plunge through the foliage. The air here vibrates with the thunder of falling water, creating a dense mist that fuels a prehistoric micro-ecosystem found nowhere else on Earth. Excitement builds rapidly at Aling Aling, a 35-meter plunge where the rushing stream serves as a fast water slide for thrill seekers. As here, smooth, water-worn rock faces transform into high-velocity slides, launching the brave into deep turquoise basins that shimmer in the filtered sunlight. This offers a thrilling, floating jump above the forest floor, challenging your courage in the depths of Sambangan's hidden sanctuary. Seeking a necessary silence, we find the Banyumala twin waterfalls tucked away in the cool, elevated sanctuary of the Wanagiri Hills. Water flows gently down leafy cliffs, resembling a soft natural mesh draped over the old, weathered rock formations. The crystalline pool serves as a natural amphitheater, reflecting a world where time is measured only by the steady, hypnotic pulse of the stream. The last journey takes us to the isolated Lemuki Hills, where the 3-pronged flow of Fiji waterfall offers a secluded spot for travelers. Walking through the crisp mountain air, you stand before 3 distinct water columns as they converge into a single roaring basin. This steep drop showcases the raw natural beauty of the northern region, where nature communicates through the roar of cascading water. But as these sanctuaries are mapped and tagged by the digital world, one haunting question remains. Can the North's wild silence survive the relentless march of discovery? Traveling into the isolated uplands, we seek the quiet shores of Lake Tamblingan, where 10th century shrines endure as mossy relics of a bygone time. early light, a spectral morning fog rolls across the glassy, mirror-like water, completely erasing the boundary between the physical world and the ancient spiritual realm. Gliding by the coast in a traditional padahu vessel, we repeat the quiet, steady motions of spiritual guides who have brought gifts to Dewi Danu for centuries. This isolation in the Munduk Hills is intentional. The lack of motorboats preserves the purity of the source, keeping Bali's vital water systems untainted by the frantic pace of modern life. Past the mountain mist, we reach the clear waters of Menjakan Island, a conserved sanctuary situated in West Bali National Park. Here, the legendary Deer Island reveals a hidden world where the ocean floor suddenly vanishes into dramatic vertical wall diving sites that plunge into the deep. Sponges provide a lively habitat for groups of silverfish. Hawksbill sea turtles dive effortlessly through these sunlight-lapping corridors, completely undisturbed by the crowded frantic energy of the southern tourist hubs. The trip's end, we understand that the region's core wisdom lies in the subtle guide linking visitors, environment, and spirit. Every sunrise over the ashen peaks of Batur and every ritual at Besakih proves that ancient heritage possesses a staggering resilience against the modern world. Daylight fades behind the northern peaks, coloring mountains in shades of twilight violet, one last intriguing question lingers. As the digital footprint expands and the roar of tourism grows deafening, can the sacred silence of this hidden valley actually endure? Perhaps we are merely the final to experience the island's authentic character before it is permanently altered by modern development. Come, we leave the emerald heart of the island behind and head toward the sun-drenched south, where Bali's modern ambition finally meets its ancient gods at the Garuda Wisnu Kencana Cultural Park. Covering 60 hectares of rocky limestone, this park features an impressive 120-meter bronze sculpture portraying Lord Vishnu riding the legendary eagle Garuda. This colossus of copper and steel took nearly 3 decades of engineering grit to realize, a testament to the eternal human search for Amrita, the divine elixir of immortality. As, walking through the massive plazas, you hear the resonant sounds of gamelan music reflecting off stone cliffs, illustrating the deep Hindu-Javanese heritage that shapes local life. The island's most visceral edge lies further south, where Pura Luhur Uluwatu clings with impossible defiance to a 70-meter limestone precipice overlooking the thrashing Indian Ocean. Dating back to the 10th century, this temple stands as a sad Kahyangan, one of 6 global spiritual guardians constructed from aged dark coral to protect the land from oceanic evils. The journey along the cliffside is a test of nerves, guarded by a troop of long-tailed macaques, legendary outlaws who execute strategic thefts with chilling primate precision. The main highlight arrives at sunset, when the sky shifts into a beautiful display of deep violet and vibrant orange hues. You take your seat in a stone amphitheater as 50 bare-chested men begin a hypnotic vocal trance, their voices rising in a rhythmic, percussive cat-cat-cat. The Kekak fire dance begins, telling the classic story of the Ramayana with dramatic use of fire, shadow, and movement. In this moment where ancient storytelling merges with the raw, thunderous roar of the ocean, the soul of Bali feels both ancient and terrifyingly alive. When the coals fade, an intriguing thought remains suspended in the salty ocean breeze. Can this sacred fire survive the encroaching noise of the modern world, or are we witnessing the final brilliant flare of a dying era? Picture a holy shrine situated on a rough outcrop of old coral, isolated from land by high tides like a divine citadel. Tanah Lot, a site where the legendary priest Yaratha supposedly cast his sash into the sea, transforming it into venomous serpents to guard the sanctuary. At sunset, powerful waves beat against the cliffs, offering a clear reminder to all visitors that we are simply guests of the sea. During low tide, you can descend to the temple's base to witness a geological miracle, a sacred freshwater spring bubbling directly from the salty heart of the sea. However, real exploration begins across the rough waters, swapping manicured vacation spots for the rocky landscapes of Nusa Penida. Visiting the famous cliff at Kelingking Beach is essential, where a large rock formation extends into blue waters, resembling an ancient creature. And the descent to the secluded White Sand Cove below is a grueling, bone-shaking test of resolve that strips away the ego and leaves only the spirit of survival. A short distance away, nature has created Angel's Billabong, a tidal pool featuring water so incredibly clear it looks like still glass held within volcanic stones. Yet the beauty is deceptive. One must watch the rhythm of the waves, for the sea here possesses a crushing, unpredictable power. Walk a little further to find Broken Beach, where a giant circular bay shows where a massive sea cavern collapsed long ago. cathedral-like stone archway remains, acting as a portal for the thundering Indian Ocean to surge into a swirling turquoise vortex. Looking out from these elevated cliffs, the sheer size of the landscape makes you feel tiny, yet deeply connected to the power of the ocean below. As our journey reaches its final horizon, we are forced to confront the heavy duality of this tropical paradise. Though spiritually rich, the island remains an environmentally delicate destination, struggling under the pressures of heavy international tourism. We depart with a haunting question that lingers in the salt-tinged air. With modern distractions on the rise, can this revered sanctuary successfully preserve its quiet, meditative atmosphere? Or are we the final generation to witness its true, unmasked soul before it vanishes into the gears of the future? Strait acts as a dividing line, separating casual vacationers from those seeking a deeper, more challenging journey. Gamat Bay is the first test, a vertical descent through a primeval jungle where the humidity clings to your skin like a second, heavier layer of clothing. This path is a challenging maze of tree roots and rocks, yet emerging from the forest reveals a clear blue pool that feels entirely pristine. The water is liquid glass, and beneath the surface, a vibrant underwater ballet of neon-colored life unfolds with a frantic, beautiful energy. The real spectacular encounters occur offshore, where the rich, deep currents of Manta Point attract some of the ocean's most impressive creatures. Venturing into this cold, moving abyss is an act of faith, but then the shadows emerge, giant manta rays, their wings spanning 5 meters, gliding with a prehistoric grace. Watching a manta up close reveals a sense of ancient awareness, offering a quiet, humbling experience that changes your perspective on our modern world. The eastern cliffs of Penida are a fortress of sun-scorched limestone, a landscape that demands grit and determination to navigate. Hiking across the steep paths brings you to the edge of Manta Beach, a secluded cove where cliffs run sharp out to deep blue. From this vantage point, the natural stone bridge stands as a testament to the sea's relentless artistry, a monument of white rock against the deep blue. These islands offer diverse experiences, and across the channel on Nusa Lembongan, daily routines slow down to align with ocean patterns. Dream Beach and Sandy Bay, the soft ivory sands, provide a brief respite before the ocean reminds you of its terrifying power at the Devil's Tier. this spot, powerful waves hit the rocky shore so hard that the ground vibrates beneath you, filling the air with a dense, salty spray. In the shadow of this violence, the emerald patchwork of seaweed farms offers a rare glimpse into a sustainable ancient way of maritime life. The slender, swaying yellow bridge does more than connect islands. It acts as a transition into the peaceful, rustic landscape of Nusa Penida. We reach the edge of the Blue Lagoon, where the water glows with a neon, aquamarine intensity that defies every filter and every lens. This spot feels like an entryway to another world, where the spiritual essence of the region seems concentrated in one remarkable shade of azure. At Secret Beach, we find the ultimate solace, a secluded retreat where the absence of motorboats allows the whispering wind to tell the stories of the ancestors. As our travels across these islands come to an end, we are left to ponder the enduring spirit of Bali. The Trihita Karana, the harmony between man, nature and the divine, is the invisible thread that has guided every step of this journey. Each sacred shrine and secluded bay teaches us about survival, showing that historic customs can withstand the fast-paced development of modern society. But as the digital roar of tourism grows louder, a haunting question remains. Can the sacred silence of the gods endure, or are we the last to see this soul unmasked? Carry this insight with you, because the essence of Bali is less about a geographic location and more about an inspiration cherished by every visitor.